Hey, what's up, all? How's it going? And welcome back to our latest, well, not really an episode, but it's our after Microsoft press conference briefing, and this is Blow on This. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hopefully, if you're tuned into Facebook, you can hear us just fine. This is kind of a new thing where we're recording through these mics and also putting it through to Facebook. So hopefully it's working. We can find out later. If not, we'll tweak it. Always go over to my YouTube page. Check it out there because I am going to post this up there. But before we dive into it, of course, you know who I am. And hopefully, if not, my name's Jamie. And, of course...
Still no nickname.
Yeah, still no nickname.
We are falling apart.
I know. What the hell? What the hell?
I don't know.
Of course, the one that does have the nickname, Mr. Good Ol' OMD.
What?
Old Man Dale.
Oh.
Anyways, so Microsoft press conference. This was E3. I mean, it is the biggest video game event of the year. This is where all the big announcements are made. Microsoft decided to jump the gun this year and hold it on Sunday instead of doing it on Monday like they normally do.
They went big.
So, or actually, yeah, it's been on Mondays usually during the day. Yeah. So they did it at a time where a lot more people can see it, a lot more, just they can have a bigger, wider audience talking about everything.
That's what you want.
What was your impression?
Dude, I was blown away by some of the stuff. I was like, wow, that looks cool. They really went big. They went big.
Yeah.
Project Scorpio that everybody's been talking about, that was mentioned. They ran through the gambit. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It in my opinion, they finally took it to a different level. They finally made it so much more than what we've been, in the past we were hoping, and it took some time for Phil Spencer to get it going, and now I think they're finally making it truly for the gamers.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not, there was no talk about TV or movies or the Xbox store, buying crap or any of that other stuff. It was games.
The only thing I saw mentioned at all was when they were talking about Project Scorpio, which is now Xbox One X.
Big. Yes.
There was a little blip. 4K Blu-ray. That was all they discussed on that. That was it.
Yeah. And the only reason, the reason why they did that.
It's just because they're telling you about it.
No. The reason why they mentioned that is because the PS4 Pro does not play 4K
fair
Blu-ray.
enough.
That's exactly why they did that.
But that was really the only video TV-ish stuff they talked about at all. It was really about the games.
Yeah, exactly. Everything was the games. Hands down. It was games, which I loved. Hopefully, I'm sharing this to the group and stuff like that. Hopefully more people see all this stuff, come in and say what's up. Hopefully it's working. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't want to play it here just so we can not hear the sound and whatnot. But, all right. So let's go back to the beginning.
Do that.
All right.
Please. Sound. Thank you.
Beginning of it. The Scorpio. What are your thoughts on it? Which is now Xbox One.
Xbox One X. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool. They really went big with it. They've done so much with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's smaller, they're be able to crack up that much computing power in a smaller space.
Yes.
I'm just like, good God.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is going to be badass.
Yeah.
And the pricing is reasonable.
So
it's not excessive.
Going into brief explanation, because I don't want to spend a whole hell of a lot of time on this, because they didn't spend it, because we don't, we get the system, we'll find out when the system comes, what it's like. That's the only way we'll be able to tell. Telling us is one thing. Briefly, what do you remember about everything special about it that they talked about?
Oh, they gave you specs.
Uh-huh.
They gave you the 4K aspect of it?
So what we have is the Xbox One X is 6 teraflops, which we discussed before, has 12 gigabytes of GDDR RAM, 5 GDDR5 RAM, which is huge. I mean, that's 4 more than what the PS4 is holding, which is awesome. True 4K, not, the Xbox One S, if you know, one thing most people don't know is it's not true 4K. It's just converted up.
It can get close.
Yeah, it's still 1080p. It's just up converted. What else? We have all the Xbox One games and accessories will work with it.
Absolutely.
So it's basically the same architecture on the inside. That's why it can work.
Just better graphics, better. But they're saying, this thing's putting out what did they say, 60 frames a second?
Yeah, it will be 60 FPS for pretty much all the games. And older games, if they put out an update for it, which there was a list of them. I mean, we won't get into all that. They will be putting out an update for those, for some older games to get to that 60 FPS. So.
And $500.
Yeah. So it will be, I mean, for the ones that everything has to be specific, $499.99. You know what it is. Who gives a shit? They also, even if you have a 1080p TV, it's going to make the games look better. So you don't have to have a true 4K TV.
Yeah, they said upscaling for it.
Yeah.
Upscaling, so it'll still look impressive.
It's a liquid cool vapor engine, which is huge. I mean, that's you don't find that on a lot of even big time computers yet. I mean, you get liquid cooled, but the liquid cooled vapor engine in the inside is big, so this is going to be a big thing. And then also, it's smaller than the Xbox One.
Yeah, I was really surprised how small that thing was. I was like, wow, they really. So when I first saw pictures, I was like, oh, it's roughly the same size as the S, and it's not. It's leaner, meaner.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely which I didn't expect. I did not expect.
You could damn near fit 4 of these in the same space as the original X1.
Yeah,
or the Xbox One.
Yeah. If you're tuned into the podcast here, hopefully you can hear us. If you can't, let us. Well, you don't hear me saying it, but let us know. Like, I don't know, whatever.
Well, I'm sure if they can't hear anything, they'll be like, "Hey, we can't hear a damn thing."
Because it's a new kind of setup that we're doing, something we're trying out. So hopefully it works. All right, now on to games. What we really care about. I'll get the system. I know I will eventually get it. I don't know when. $499 is definitely a little bit pricier,
which we expected about that much. So
exactly. So games. First up, we had Forza 7.
That looks amazing on that system.
It's gorgeous. I mean, the mud flying everywhere when you make a turn in the dirt and grass and stuff like that. The rain just coming down, and
and the fact that they're putting in the weather, the way as weather changes, it actually changes in game. It's not just you see it in the background. It's an actual
exactly. It's 700 plus cars. And it comes out October 3rd. So it's not going to come out, which I didn't mention. Xbox One X will be released on November 7th. So this comes out before. So people are going to have to bear with it. If you want to, truly get the full effects out of it, you're not going to get it. But the nice thing is it's not like you're going to have to buy 2 different games from what I'm seeing.
No, not
it's going to be one game that will work on all the systems, which is awesome.
And it'll just play in the One X system, and just it'll have those graphics already available.
Yes. I mean, which is awesome. Unlike the, like you see with 4K movies now, you have to buy a 4K movie. You can't just buy the Blu-ray one, which is, I'm sorry, that's just a marketing way to get people to pay extra money,
right?
Which is bullshit, but whatever. So yeah, Forza 7 announced 700 plus cars October 3rd. Next up, we had the brand new Metro game, which I got to give myself a pat on the back. I did call it.
You called it. I was looking at it going, the hell is that?
And I'm like, this is Metro. I just knew it. It was Metro. And Metro Exodus is called. It looks interesting. It looks like it's going to be a lot more above ground. And you can actually breathe the air now. Because in the previous Metro games, you couldn't go above ground and breathe it. You had to have like a mask on. Oh, dude, Ricky, I remember you're actually the one that talked me into playing the first one. I think way back in the day. I think it was you, from what I remember. I never beat the thing. Actually, you might even borrowed it from him. So,
back in
the day, yes. I'm excited for the game. I definitely will give it a shot. Of course, it's not coming out to 2018, so that gives us some time, to kind of salvate and
to save some money.
Yeah. Because after you buy the Xbox,
you be broke for a little
One X, yeah. So yeah, 2018. Then they followed up with, of course, the personal game that I'm most excited for this year now. Officially excited for. And it was the official unveiling of it. Yes, we had teased, people spoiled crap. Yes, to
Half-Life.
Oh, yes. Which Half-Life, God, we won't even get into that. But yeah, Half-Life was an amazing series. Amazing series. I mean,
good job with that one.
And that you do make a good point there, Ricky. It's definitely reminiscent of Half-Life. Definitely very reminiscent. So we'll see. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins. I can't wait.
That looks cool the way they've done it.
Based in Egypt. It will. At first, I was a little iffy. Like, okay, how are you going to do all this in Egypt? Because it's mostly desert. What are you going to climb a sand dune? Who wants to do that shit? Come on.
They're going to put you in the cities.
Yeah, the cities are very sprawling and alive, and a lot of things going on. You do have the pyramids. I'm sure you're going to be able to climb the Great Sphinx.
And
Sphincter. No, I mean Sphinx.
What?
What? Wait, what?
A Sphinx, a Sphinxter? Oh, yeah. Now I'm confused.
There's underwater swimming, which is awesome. So I don't know if there's going to be a gauge to tell how much you can, if you dive underwater, like how long you can survive, stuff like that. But it looked gorgeous underwater.
Oh, yeah. Really well done.
And then what else? We had Control Eagles, which
is effectively what I saw is, playing Wildlands, it was very much reminiscent of the drone, of how you were able to use your eagle. I was like, dude, that is badass how they really did that.
Yeah. Which it's very reminiscent of that, which they've had drones around in games for quite a long time now. I mean, very heavy with the Tom Clancy games because it's very, futuristic style in a lot of those.
The fact that they were able to kind of use that aspect of it, I was like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Wildlands. It's a fun game until it glitched too much for me. Stupid. Whatever. We won't get into that. Yeah, that's a long story. But what else? No mini map, which I'm okay with.
I'm not so sure about.
Well, mini maps show so much. There's always going to be a map that you'll be able to see stuff at, but they have replaced it with the bar across the top, which the bar is going to show you the direction you need to go. So it's like looking at a compass.
Yeah.
So at least you'll know where you need to go, the general direction.
I have a pretty good idea.
Mini maps almost make games too easy in a sense, because then you know exactly everything around you. Where's your challenge then? Because Wildlands, if you're using that mini map and you're tagging all these guys, what is there to sneak up on you very often? Nothing.
And yet I got stuck up on how many times.
Yeah, it's still not like if you don't have that mini map. This, you still see the orange. Maybe you're focused on something else, so you're not watching the mini map altogether. But this, you're not going to have that option.
Right.
You just have to worry about. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be aware of your surroundings, and that's to me. I guess I kind of feel that it's how it should be in games. Just because. How often will we plow through some of those places in Wildlands? So easily, because you could tell everything around you. If you saw a car coming up, you would see the car there. Stuff like that.
Yep, gotta hide.
Yeah, exactly. So it was very, just sitting there. It made it just almost too easy. And it's cool that if you're on an enemy's base or area, it turned red.
Right. It was very that's it gives you an indicator of what's going on. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. What else? You can shoot the arrows in the air, which was pretty sick. The one shot, he shot him right in the head. That was I was digging that. It's got it looks like it has a lot of weapon attributes, which you've had weapon attributes in the past, but this is going to be very more in depth to what they've had. And then of course it's releasing October 27th, but it looked gorgeous.
That's what I said when I saw the sword. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's
so they did some really. I'm excited to see that one come out.
It's I'm definitely picking up day one. I'll probably have the game beat within the first.
I don't know about day one, but I'll definitely be picking it up.
Yeah,
it'll be cool.
Yeah,
be cool.
Yeah, it'll be a fun game. Very, very fun. All right, what else do we have? So, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds coming to Xbox exclusively.
I have seen some of that on some of the on YouTube, watching some of that. From what I tell, it was all PC gaming so far, from what I could tell.
Oh,
I wasn't really paying attention.
It's only on PC. It's not on Xbox yet. This is showing what's coming.
This is their
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. For what I've seen, I was like, that's all PC gaming so far. Mm-hmm. This is the first console release of it, and I was like, interesting.
But it's the only console release because it's exclusive. So
hey, exclusive is exclusive. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a game I love watching. It's something that's not quite my cup of tea for playing. So
I am with you.
It's not something that I'm huge on.
Not my playing style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Next up, they moved on to Deep Rock Galactic, which it's kind of an underground type game where you're controlling dwarves and stuff like that. Not much that it showed off, so I guess we'll just move on with that one.
We're going, yeah, cool, okay.
Yeah, sweet. Then we have State of Decay 2, which...
made your little day.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because I played the original. It was State of Decay. Am I thinking of another Rockstar game? Rockstar might have had their hands in it or something. I don't remember for sure. But I know I played the first one and loved it. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And this one looks pretty sick. The only thing, like I said, is zombie games.
Yeah, they have done a lot of zombie games.
So they're getting a little overdone now, so I won't lie with that. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it will be a fun thing just to play around with. They didn't give a release date, I don't think.
I think they said 2018.
I think it's 2018.
That's all they gave.
So next up, they moved on to the Dwarven Project, which nothing that really interests me. So whatever.
Okay, cool, and moved on.
Of course, the next game after that, this interests both of us.
Made my little day.
What are we talking about?
Let's see here. Minecraft?
No, I thought we were talking about Uncharted. Oh wait, I just confused I just pissed off a lot of people.
I forgot that too. Wait, what?
Yeah, Ricky, Assassin's Creed games, there's tons of them out there, but this is finally, they took a year off, they restarted. It's
we'll see what happens.
We'll see if the extra time that they've spent into it is finally going to rejuvenate the series, because it did start going down a little bit, the wrong way. I still love them. I love all of them, I've played them all except for a Nintendo DS one. I think they had, or 3DS one. So
I've played 2 or 3 of them.
yeah,
I haven't gone crazy on those.
I love them.
That being said, Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft cross-platform. So it's official later this year. What platforms are we looking at?
Well, you figure you're looking PC, consoles, mobile devices. There's something else. I'm drawing a blank on it right now.
Well, Windows 10 PC, VR. So the VR version will be. So,
and basically, it's designed that people can play together on different consoles, and that's something I'm excited about.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. Is that a lot of my friends are going, yeah, I got a Minecraft, but I got on this. Well, that's kind of a bummer,
But like I said, I don't want to get hopes up yet for PS4 and Switch, because we don't know if they're going to agree those terms. Whatever's set forth for getting that.
I would think they would.
You would think they would, but PlayStation has already said they're not interested in it.
Of course they did.
Because they talked about it with Rocket League.
Of course they did.
Yeah. So
they'll figure out it'll cost them money.
I don't think it would.
You don't think so?
No. They got too many other. You got to remember, Sony already has this market. I hate to say it. The market is Sony's right now. Xbox, they're selling it. What? I don't even know the latest numbers, but it's ridiculous the amount that they've sold. Xbox is what, like, I think it was like 10 to 15 million they've sold free units or something.
I think so.
And maybe 20 million, but Sony's, their PS4 is up over 50 million units. It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
It's huge difference. It might be 25 million. It might be like a 2-to-1, but still, that's huge. They don't care. They're selling the stuff. They've got the games there. They've got everything they need. So it's one of those things where if it doesn't benefit them, whatever.
We'll find out.
If people have a PS4 already, they're not going to go buy an Xbox One just to play Minecraft.
Possible. I'm not saying probable.
Yeah.
I'm saying possible.
Yeah, it's very, I just don't see that happening, because you can get it on mobile devices, or you can get on your PC, or, which a lot of these people probably already have.
But we'll see. I mean, we'll see who wants to play in that game. I mean, who knows? But it should be cool nonetheless.
And then they got their super duper graphics pack coming out.
And
so
that looks intense.
Going to 4K.
That looks intense.
So 4K TV, here I come.
That looks intense.
Yeah. Allison, if you're listening to this, I love you, but I got to get a 4K TV now. All right, so I'm excited. I'm hoping that this does the world a big difference of Minecraft, because you can use all the mods and everything from, a lot of that stuff from like PC stuff like that, which is going to be awesome.
As yeah, absolutely, and I've seen some really cool stuff. So
yeah,
I'd like to be able to see what they can do.
Me too. All right, next up they showed Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I'm not a big fighting fan, but I'm a Dragon Ball fan.
I'm not a big fighting fan.
Yeah. It looks intense. It looks really good. It looks very fast-paced. 3v3 clashes. So they're kind of taking... I don't know if you've... or anyone that's listening has seen fighting... what is it? Marvel versus Capcom? Where you can have 2 people on each side. This is 3 people on each side is what I'm taking.
3v3.
Yeah. So... I don't know. We'll see. It comes out early 2018. Just so you know, camera's up there.
I'm talking to you. So I'm talking
but we're talking to the audience.
I'm talking to you. So you zip it.
But you're talking to the audience too. See?
People in their...
I know.
Continue,
I know.
please.
What the hell? Then they showed a brand new MMO RPG called Black Desert. Exclusive, coming early 2018. I don't know. Let us know what you think. It looks cool. It's a very expansive world.
And it's MMO.
It's an MMO. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with it. I mean, we just picked up Elder Scrolls Online, which is an MMO. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that is as we play through it. Hopefully everything turns out good. But yeah,
it should be fun. So, we'll find out.
We'll see. That's
what we do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to be doing on this here. So if you are tuning in, please, stay tuned on the Facebook page live, and also anything else that any other source, YouTube, stuff like that. We are going to be going live with a lot more gameplay, stuff like that. Anytime I'm playing games, I'll probably just stream it right to Facebook. So, you can check it out right as long as I am. So let us know. Then we have The Last Night, which was interesting. That was that 8-bit looking game.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that one out. I don't know what to make of that.
It's exclusive, very limited of what they showed. Very, very limited.
And you could definitely tell by the crowd's reaction. I think they were a little confused by it too.
Yeah, exactly.
It was kind of almost that hesitant.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, exactly. The Artful Escape. Don't even really know too much about that one, other than it was very artsy looking.
It looked, and I think from what I saw, it looked very indie.
Yes.
Indie style.
Yes.
But it almost, based on what I was seeing, it almost looks like a updated side scroller, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's like a new, newer style of the side scroller.
Which
I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
I was like,
Yeah, exactly. Code Vein, which looks like a JRPG coming out in 2018. I'm not a big JRPG fan, other than, I love the Final Fantasy series, which I need to get back into Final Fantasy 15. Haven't played it for a while. I think last time I played it, I was in an area I shouldn't have been, and I was getting my ass handed to me. So, yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Sea of Thieves by good old Rare.
And they did some gameplay for that one.
Yes. Well, because it's a first-party game, they're putting a lot of money and effort into it because it is Rare. It is, going to be in a very large game, it looks like, because it's made by a company that has a huge history. Between, you go back to Conkers and Banjo-Kazooie, and,
right.
Stuff like that. But this is open world, it looks like, and it's coming early 2018.
Looks very open world. It looks, graphic wise, it looks pretty cool too.
And it's comical.
And what you can do is pretty sick too.
Yeah. It looks funny. Like you can shoot your team, out of the cannon to help join you and stuff like that. So it's. I wish I had the ability right here, with my setup to put in like a little bit of the video on the side. That would be sick. Which I do. I will get one of these days. With the program I use, I can do that. I can bring it in as we're talking about it and pull it in and, decide where to put it.
Check it out. Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Rare is a classic developer. They've been around since the Nintendo days. So
what I saw looked pretty cool. I was like, I might be playing that one here after a while.
Yeah. Tacoma. I'm not sure about that one.
I had no idea what that was about.
All we know is August 2nd.
I was like, great. And then there's like pre-order. Pre-order what?
What's this about?
It gave no information. I was like, I'm confused.
I was like, this is okay. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Hey. And that's when we move on. Then we had Super Lucky's Tale, which I thought was a Conker game.
Yeah, it looked that way to begin with. And it was a combination of a couple of games. I was like,
It's exclusive. It's a platformer. You play as a fox, and it comes out November 7th. So it looked to me more like they were ripping off. You were saying Mario. I didn't quite get the Mario feel in the style. It was more like a Skylander, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
with the crazy weird characters.
You have to bounce and collect coins. Yeah. And I'm like, not my style.
Yeah, which, like I said, I don't mind playing those games, if I'm not paying the full price for it, because they're fun to just screw around in. I mean, I love the Mario games. I love the Crash.
Add into something else you're playing.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love those style of games, to just screw around in. But yeah, so Cuphead, the next one.
You were all excited about that.
I am. You don't understand how excited I am, because this is an indie game that has been sitting there in development for years. I mean, and years. And it's an old style, like 50s, 60s style cartoon look to it, And
well, you weren't kidding when you said years. They started back in the 50s.
Yeah, no shit. But it looks gorgeous for the style. It looks fun. It's going to be a very difficult game, so it's going to be one that kids will not be able to listen to me watch, because it's going to be a lot of cussing. I won't lie.
You swear?
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
I'll be shocked.
No, but they finally, and the best part is, we've been sitting here and we've been waiting. Like last year, I don't even remember them showing anything about it at E3. This one, they show a trailer and we get September 29th.
Yeah, they give you a date.
Yes,
you're like, hell yeah.
It's probably going to be like a $20 to $30 game. It's not. It's it's not going to. I hope it's not a full price game.
Right.
Because originally it was just built where you were facing boss after boss after boss after boss. There was no actual level to it. And finally they went back and they said, we need a little bit more to this. So they built actual. Not always. Shadow of Colossus, one of the biggest, most classic games for like story and everything made, and it was just I think it was I didn't get a chance to beat it, but it was 6 bosses. Large monsters. That was it. That's the game.
Oh no! It was this Colossi. I think there was more than 6.
Yeah, it was less than 10.
Yeah, I want to say it was 7 or 8.
Yeah, so something right around there. But the graphics were amazing. The story was, great with it.
Of course, then it mind fucked you. And yeah, I know.
But it's one of those games that you can get away with doing. You don't have to have a full rest of the game. You don't.
You can get away with, but you have to be damn good about what you're doing to make that work.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. What was the big game after that? I know you're excited for it.
I think I dozed off.
I hope not.
Oh wait, that was Allison. Never mind.
I'm sleeping on the couch. What was the game? I know you're excited for it. Just
I'm
like
sort
me
of
too.
excited because I played some of the earlier ones, but what was it? Crackdown 3
at
that point?
Yeah,
and it looks fun. It's
a crazy, wild, weird game.
It reminds me of, in a sense, Saints Row. And just the craziness.
But this came out before Saints Row.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is the game that everyone...
Of the games I've played, because I didn't play the original. I think I played Crackdown 2 at some point for an hour.
So you haven't even played the good one?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So the original Crackdown was marked as a failure to begin with, they said. The only reason why people were going to buy it is because you got a code to get an early beta of... What was it? Halo 2, I believe, or maybe 3. Maybe 3. It might have been.
Yeah, it was something that
it was either Halo 2 or 3.
Yeah, I remember. But you got a beta code before.
Yeah,
I remember this going.
So that's the reason why people bought it, and then they start playing the game, and they're like, "This game's actually really good," and it was a runaway hit. So then the same company that made it made the second one, and the second one was not good at all. No, it was more of a Crackdown 1.5. It was still fun to play, but the overall story, everything with it is just, it wasn't. So I wouldn't say it wasn't not good at all. I would say it wasn't a good follow-up to the first one. It wasn't on par with it.
Fair.
Because it still had all the same stuff in it with, you go around, collect orbs, do all that stuff, and, everything. But yeah, so I'm excited. I am ready, and it is dropping November 3rd. Yes.
October, November is going to be expensive, just so you know.
You're telling me.
Find me on Colfax again.
What, an Xbox One X, a brand new 4K TV? No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Find me on Colfax again. I gotta make some extra money.
And then the rest of the games, I mean, some of them are definitely I'm looking forward to, but not quite. Ashen or Asher.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Exclusive. It's a different style of a game. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, what was I thinking? I forget what I was thinking it was. It sounded like Lara Croft.
Don't look me. I wasn't in your brain.
It was Laura. No, because I was saying it during it. Lara Croft. It sounded like her speaking.
It was, it could be the same actress or the same voice
actress. Yeah.
Voice actress, yes.
Yeah. So
you're going to have Laura, and I'm like, that's definitely the voice.
Yeah. So then you've got, if you're a big fan of Life is Strange from Square Enix. They've got the follow-up to it called Before the Storm, which I believe Life is Strange was a episodic game to begin.
I think it was 2.
I believe. I never played it.
Neither did I. I think it was. I think it was. Was that slightly horror?
It's suspense thriller more. I think is what it was. More suspense and thriller style, but it could have been some horror.
I'm trying to remember.
So yeah. So that's
if y'all remember, pipe up, would you please? Because we don't know.
Exactly. Can you just push that? Yeah. Just push it close.
Get that.
Yeah.
Need to cool down in here.
A little warm.
Oh my God. If I'm saying it's warm.
Yeah. Well, problem is you hear that door in the background, so that's the reason why.
I'll just hang on to it for a minute because it's really got to stay cool in here.
Then we got Middle Earth Shadow of War, which we already knew about. We know it's coming out October 10th. It got originally postponed from its August release date. They showed more of it. We learned more of what it is. I know you didn't play the first. The first one was great. Awesome game. I loved it. This one, it enhances the Nemesis system. So Nemesis system, you can get a Nemesis Fortress, which you build up your own fortress now, and you can also gain followers. And the basic way of gaining followers is these, orcs that you're fighting. You actually can get in their head and get them to change sides.
And get them to join you.
Yeah, and it had a little bit of a silliness to it, which was cool. Like from the orcs, which that's kind of what you would expect. I like it. I think it looks really good. I think I'm gonna have to pick it up.
It looks good. Yeah, it definitely looks good.
I might have to.
The graphics pretty good too. So.
But it's falling in that October-November timeline. I gotta decide what.
That one's gonna have to. Yeah. Something's gonna have to wait. It's just gonna have to be.
Yeah. Then they followed up with another one, which is another follow-up to a game, and that's Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I remember seeing something. I vaguely remember something about Ori, but that's about the extent of it.
I have a friend who has it, and I don't know if she ever played it, but it came with the Xbox One, the original Xbox One, as a bundle. I think that and some other game. I don't remember what.
Yeah, it's Adam. I don't remember nothing about it, but that didn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah. So, but it's obviously an exclusive.
Old man Dale's memory isn't what it used to be.
And then there's 2 last items. The first one, which was huge.
This
isn't a game.
Just huge. I was like, wow.
And we are officially getting backwards compatibility for the original Xbox games.
Yeah. So not only do you have backwards compatibility for the 360, you will. They're going all the way back to Xbox.
I'm blown away. I am seriously blown away that they're doing that. I'd never expected them to do that. And they're dropping one of the games, which I actually loved. I loved it a lot. I played a lot of it. I think it came, Crimson Skies, it's called. It came with the original headset I think you had to buy for the Xbox. It was like combined. It was a package. I think.
Well, that's one thing that he said was that that's something a lot of people have asked about is that particular game. So apparently it was a huge game.
So we might get to see the original Crackdown.
Oh, that's a possibility too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Because I think Was Crackdown Xbox or Xbox 360?
I don't know. There's a lot of drugs involved. I don't remember.
A lot of drugs involved.
I'm not saying I did them. I just said there's a lot of drugs involved. That's all.
Crackdown. So when did Crackdown release? Let's see. I mean, of course, open world. We saw that stuff. February 20th, 2007. So that was the original. Oh, it was the 360.
It would have been a 360 game.
So it was that's right. It released right when the 360 first came out. That's right.
Okay, so it was right after Xbox. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Which hopefully they do bring Crackdown as a backwards compatible.
They should. The amount of titles they have is backward compatible now.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me to have that one as one of them. So
yeah, exactly. We'll see. We'll see where it takes it. They said about 50% of Xbox One owners have played at least one backwards compatible game.
I know. I have.
I have too. I've gotten some of the free ones that they've done and all that stuff.
I was actually surprised it was only 50%.
And I need to make a correction. I was wrong on the Saints Row. Saints Row dropped a year before Crackdown.
Oh, did it really?
It was 2006.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I was going, it just had that feel, I was like, I don't remember because I never played the original Saints Row. I didn't get into Saints Row until the third one.
Yeah. So, Yep, way back in the day. It was an Xbox 360 title too, but yeah. And then we finished up with a game that I already knew about, and I don't know if you heard anything about it, but Anthem by BioWare.
I hadn't heard anything about it, but that looks wow.
It's beautiful. I mean, I think this is why the last Mass Effect wasn't that great from what they're, from everything that we've seen. I haven't played it yet. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but I think this is where they put all their resources. It's a brand new IP.
Because that just it is mind-boggling how good it looks, how impressive. Yeah, the game style looks really cool.
Yeah.
It looked slick.
Yeah,
it looks slick.
I'm excited. It's looks like you're a freelancer, so you're getting literally paid to do everything. You just freelance around to do all these things for people. You get a special exosuit which you can design and customize to how you want it.
Absolutely.
Put every little thing on it. Looks like it's very heavy in the co-op.
It does. And they have some really cool weaponry.
Yes.
Some really cool weaponry.
And built into the suit. I mean, that was awesome when we got to see, not only after you did that mortar, she turned around and tagged every single enemy.
And just launched a barrage or whatever it was. I was like, good God, that was cool.
Amazing. So that was, I'm excited to see.
And they said, what, 2018 on that one?
2018. I think they're taking their time. They're making sure they do it right.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That must be really cool.
But it does remind me a lot of Destiny.
It does.
And they had that event on there that was pretty sick where the storm came through and you had to worry about that storm, but then they had to fly into the heart of the storm because something was going on with it.
And then they're like, by the way, buy this game.
Where you're going. Buy this game and you can find out what it is, which I'm sure we'll find out beforehand.
Oh, I'm sure
this is just a teaser. So,
that's what teasers are all about, baby.
That's it for Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X.
I wonder if they have an Xbox E. It should have come between the S and the X, but whatever.
Yeah, that would. And that's where we end.
How inappropriate.
Put the end of this podcast, Anyways, let us know what you're excited for, what you're, looking forward to, everything about it, I mean, let us know. And if you
didn't watch it live, I'm sure they'll have it, stuck on it and go check it out again. So it's cool.
Real quickly, Favorite part of the conference?
Ooh. Now you got me on that one. Think about that. I think I really, of what I saw, I enjoyed a lot of that gameplay. Just seeing them actually play the game, see how the game played out. I was stoked about that. I was like, that is really cool. But I think my favorite part is we now know what Project Scorpio is.
True. Yeah, exactly. We finally know what it is, know the price, know the release date, know everything about it.
And it looks badass.
Exactly. Me?
Yeah, what about you? What did you?
Assassin's Creed.
Of course. I should have. I mean, what?
Yeah, hands down, Assassin's Creed.
Your hat says everything, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Right there. Do the Vanna White. Yeah, most disappointing part.
Oh. Boy, you gave me a head scratcher there. I think I was most disappointed about some of the games they're advertising and give you no idea what they are. Just not a clue. Go ahead and pre-buy it. Or pre-order. Pre-order what? I was like, if you're going to hype something, at least tell me what the hell. At least tell me something.
Yeah.
Don't tell me this is the name of the game. We're going to sell it. Great. Thanks. I was disappointed in that. I'm going, I want more intel,
Me, it was too many games. I think they overpacked it. Yes, you want to show all the stuff off, but some of the stuff, the gamer that's watching this, the people that are watching this, we don't care as much. We want to see the games, the bigger games, stuff like that.
The big name titles. Sure.
I know you want to give the limelight to some of them, but I would have to say that's what my most disappointing part is. So.
Yeah, I think when they tell you from the get-go 21, 22 exclusives, 42 games total, I'm like, that's a lot of shit to go through.
And here's the key thing. No Gears of War.
True.
And no Halo.
True. They stepped away from both.
Yep.
Or temporarily stepped away from both.
This will be the first year. Or no, I take that back. We had Halo Wars earlier this year. So we did have a Halo this year.
And Gears of War 4 was what?
Last year.
Yeah, end of last year.
Yeah. So, yeah. But no fall release of a Halo or Gears of War in quite a while.
Which means they're gonna. So I think they're changing their interest.
Actually, no. We did have that little break between I think 3 and 4. There was a year.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't remember that. But
I think
I'm getting old, so
yeah, I don't remember. So. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this a little bit longer than I expected. But if you did, hit that like and follow down below. Let us know, like I said, what you enjoyed the most and everything. Also, don't forget to check out everything there. If you're looking at Facebook, like I said, pay attention to the page. If you haven't subscribed to it, please subscribe because we are going to be dropping a lot of gameplay on it. We're going to be doing some Elder Scrolls Online. Anything I play, I'm probably going to be streaming right to it. Could be Xbox, could be PlayStation, could be PC, it could be whatever. Who knows? We'll see. And then Instagram, Twitter. I mean, he has his Twitter, but he just looks at it, doesn't do anything with it. Says
it's there. I kind of pay attention, occasionally retweet stuff.
But he sits there and he's like, "Oh, it's so pretty," and that's
look at that little blue bird.
Anyways, yeah, please check out all that stuff. Hopefully I'll have a lot of other good stuff coming out here soon with that will get more involved with the Patreon and stuff like that. So keep a lookout for that. But as I like to always say, please don't forget to unleash your inner nerd. And we will see you actually live tomorrow night for the Sony press conference.
For round 2.
Peace.